Alright, hi guys. For those of you who are new to our channel, we are the Sam, Nicole, and Fifi show here on YouTube. And on our show, we discuss all things love, life, relationships, pop culture. We do a little vlogs, we do a little bit of everything. So today, we are coming to you guys with a mukbang from Chick-Fil-A. So I'm going to be having the spicy deluxe sandwich with pepper jack cheese, the cup of chicken tortilla soup, my favorite, and a fry. This is Fifi, my beautiful mother. What are you having today?
I'm having the Chick-fil-A sandwich, medium fry, extra pickles with Chick-fil-A sauce.
All right,
and a lemonade.
Great. I'm drinking my essential water, and I like the Polynesian sauce.
A lot of it.
So yeah. All right. So I mean, what's been on your mind? Like, what do you?
I don't know. You said you wanted to talk about something.
Y'all, she said she wanted to talk about something. Now we get on camera, she acting funny. Okay, so have you guys heard about this social media kind of like self-proclaimed relationship expert, Derrick Jaxn? And basically what's going around word in the YouTube streets is that I guess he was having like a little mini affair, or he was cheating on his wife. You know the guy Derrick Jaxn, who like always gives like relationship advice, and he does like the videos from his truck. He's been on social media for like quite some time now, but basically another YouTuber, Tasha K, a blogger, just broke this story out, maybe yesterday?
Can I have one of your Polynesian?
You got 2 Chick-fil-A sauces. She get on my nerves. But yeah, so that story just broke out, and it just made me feel like with all these different people on YouTube giving relationship advice, I just think you have to be careful who you listen to, because I feel like some people, or a lot of times people, they don't practice what they preach, and their life doesn't reflect what they're trying to sell to you. But I do understand it's a niche in the market. You know, there are a lot of single women out here who, you know, really want to be in relationships, and they don't, you know, have any healthy, positive male figures in their life that they can go to get advice from. So, I mean, I understand why, you know, he was able to, you know, find his niche in the market, and it doesn't hurt that he's attractive as well. So, Derrick Jaxn, he has his own YouTube channel where he gives his relationship advice videos. He also has his own books, his own games, and everything. So, and he's got married last year to his wife, and the girl that he was messing around with, she said she's been knowing him for 10 years, and they last hooked up July of 2020, and they went to Miami together for his birthday. He brought some of his boys, she brought some of her friends, he paid for everything, and then shortly after that, she saw him again in Atlanta in his marital home, and allegedly they had sex in his marital home. So it was just a lot. So y'all check out Unwind with Tasha K on YouTube to see the full interview. But with the young lady, the alleged mistress. But yeah, I just think you have to be careful with who you follow on social media trying to get relationship advice from. I personally wouldn't trust any male relationship expert who isn't in a relationship and who's not married, or who doesn't have a wife that is happily married, or, you know, if he's not showing his wife. It's just so many different factors. You just have to use discernment. And even with some of these women, you know, who are giving advice, you have to watch them too. You know, some of these women that are giving relationship advice on social media, they're just regurgitating what other philosophers have already put out, and they're just putting their own spin to it. So you have to watch out for the women too who give relationship advice. So that's my thoughts on that.
Did you say the woman that Derrick Jaxn was messing with, she slept with him in his marital home? Any woman that sleeps with a man in a marital bed where him and his wife have been, She nasty. Like that little girl said, she nasty. And he doesn't have any respect for you. He gonna take you to the same bed him and his wife slept in? That's just disgusting. He nasty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh. Come on, ladies. We got to do better. We have got to do better.
And I think she's only exposing him because she's mad that he blocked her.
Oh, he blocked her.
Mm-hmm. I think she just bitter.
Yeah, we have to watch on social media because social media now is such a big platform for people, and they know desperate times calls for desperate measures, and so many people are lonely and want to be in relationships, and they'll do anything to have a man. Some women will do anything to have a man, especially if they hadn't had one in a long time. They don't care. You know, so it's just sad.
And she kept saying, I'm just shocked he did me this way.
Why are you shocked?
Just based off of his social media persona, he seemed like he wouldn't be that type of guy.
But he was giving advice on how to get a man. Why are you shocked? Why are you shocked? First of all, he was married. You thought that was going to go smooth? You messing around with a married man? That always ends bad. Whether you marry him and stay with him, something bad is going to happen with that. Cause it's
she
called
thought because
karma.
he said he was separated.
Separated still mean married. Mm-hmm. In the eyes of God, it's marriage. It's still a covenant. You're still married. Mm-hmm. When people think that you're not with your spouse no more, but you still married on paper. And some men will lie and say they separated and they divorced. But if you know that you go to that man's house and you see that woman's belongings in that house, you know that man still married and they ain't separated. Talking about her stuff was still there. Mm-hmm. That's because she still lived there.
Right.
Come on, ladies. Come on. You don't. And so what happens when you want to get married? You don't think that's going to come back on you? You don't think that's the same thing is going to happen to you? Come on now. We have got to do better and stop listening to these people on social media giving this advice from a hurt place sometimes and not having the knowledge, not having the training. I heard one lady give advice today that was totally out of her lane. She's not a therapist. She's not a counselor. She don't even have a certification in anything. Why are you giving advice about pathology and DNA as it relates to your relationships? How do you know? You hadn't studied that. You have no experience in that lane. That's why we have therapists and counselors. People who have studied in that area. Mm-hmm. You've read a couple of books. So you feel that you can go on your platform and give out this advice that really should come from a therapist or a counselor.
She probably got it from a therapist.
So that's what? Plagiarism?
Maybe, I don't know.
You know, come on. We have got to stop doing.
But most of these courses that these relationship experts be doing, you can find this information for free on the internet, y'all, or in a book. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like they're saying, if you want to hire something for somebody, put it in a fucking book. A lot of these courses these relationship gurus be doing, these little paperback books they be selling, you can find it on the internet for free. You know, look up these renowned therapists. A lot of those techniques, those ideologies, you can find those principles yourself. You just got to open up a book and read.
Yeah, because it's like, it's a lot of people on social media giving out relationship advice. How to find a man, how to court a man. I mean,
how to tell if a man likes you.
A whole academy to join. $400. Download the app. How to get a man, how to keep a man. Come on.
But it's a lucrative business. I ain't knocking the hustle.
I ain't knocking the hustle, but come on, y'all. This ain't new. How to get a man, how to find a man ain't new. My mom and daddy were married for 45 years. You think they had an app? You think they had somebody was doing a seminar or had an academy? My mama was married to my daddy for 45 years. I mean, courtship, chivalry, wooing is not new. It's been done for years. So when do we start paying people? When do we start paying people for that?
I guess when like loneliness and desperation kicks in.
Yes, desperation and loneliness. Yes, not being patient.
You have to understand in your life you have certain seasons for love, and you have certain seasons that's not dedicated for love.
Right. Come on. Go back and look at your ancestors' history. How things were done. We're in a different time, but nothing is new up under the sun.
Right.
Nothing is new. The time may have changed, but the process is still the same. You're just doing it in an innovative way.
I mean, it's a lucrative market. Shit, maybe we need to start giving relationship advice. Shit.
My advice, as far as relationship, go to therapy. If you're going from a relationship to relationship and it's not working, it's deeper than learning how to court a man, how to court, or learning how to woo a man, or learning how to, this particular, I don't know what she is, coach, dating expert, whatever you want to call her. But basically what she's telling a woman, and we can learn this from our grandmothers, how to use your womanly wow. She's pretty much telling you how to use your womanly wow. Our grandmothers did it. Our mothers did it. Our grandmothers did it. How to be a feminine woman. Our mothers did it. Our grandmothers did it.
Well, I guess some people mothers didn't do it because they feel like they need to.
None of my aunts worked. They stayed at home and they were homemakers. They were feminine women. I mean, I saw that. I grew up around that. I mean, go back and talk to your ancestors. Look at your history. I'm sure it's in your family. Somebody had to be feminine. Excuse me, somebody. I mean, come on. We paying people now for this? I'm paying you to teach me how to be a woman? How to use my womanly wow? Something that God has given me naturally? I just got to tap into it.
Right.
I just got to tap into it. So I'm going to pay you for an academy every month. Pay you a fee to teach me how to be a woman.
Well, I guess they feel like they weren't taught that, so that's why they're paying. Making money off the lost ones. It's a lucrative business. That's for damn sure.
Y'all go to therapy. I'm telling you, when you sit down and you go to therapy and you discuss your relationships and everything that transpired in your relationships, your therapist will dig deep, and it's deeper than the surface of courting and womanly wow. It goes into your pathology and your DNA. Why you attract what you attract. Why you act the way you act in relationships. Why you say what you say. Your relationships are pretty much based off of what you have seen. Pretty much. What you have seen and what you have been exposed to in your pathology. You can sit down all day and talk to somebody about how to court a man, or how to get a man to court you, or how to get a man, or how to keep a man. But if you don't tap into your inner self and your pathology and understand your DNA and how you work emotionally and mentally, it's null and void. It is null and void.
I will also say, I don't think as women we should be going to men to teach us how to be a woman. I think traditionally speaking, and just back during ancient times, women went to wise women to teach them about womanhood and femininity. A man can't teach a woman how to be a woman, just like a woman can't teach a man how to be a man, right? I know sometimes in our community, the black community, you'll hear people say, well, my mom was mom and dad. I hate that. I cringe. Because there's certain attributes as a mother that you can't give to your son. Because you're not a man. You don't know the full scope of what it's like to be a man. And I feel like you never hear single dads say, oh, I'm mom and dad. They just say, I'm dad. And that's enough. You just be mom and dad just be dad. You can't teach a man how to be a man as a woman. And a man can't teach a woman how to be a woman. So I think that's another thing we need to check. I feel like a lot of times women value, because of the patriarchal society we live in, women value the opinion of men over other women. So that's why you see so many successful men giving relationship advice to women, and so many women soak it up like a sponge. Even though it could be another woman giving advice on how to be a woman, she may not get as much views or as much attention as the man. Because, again, we value the opinion of men more than we do women, as a collective. Obviously, there's exceptions to the rule, i.e. myself, but there are women out there who they're more prone to believe what a man says versus a woman. And I do acknowledge the fact that patriarchy has a lot to play in it. Another reason I think a lot of times, if the man is attractive, for example, bringing it back to Derrick Jaxn, he's, generally speaking, from a collective standpoint, he would be deemed attractive. Okay, he's got the brown skin, the nice white teeth, the athletic, muscular build, football type build. So most women would find him attractive. So he's got the fact that he's a man, and then he's got the second fact that he's attractive, and he knows that. He's intelligent enough. He knows that there are a lot of broken, lost women who don't know how to tap into their intuition, even though that is a God-given gift. And that's something that a lot of times we as women, people have told us that we're wrong, we're crazy, we don't know what we're talking about. But this power in that intuition, it's given to us by God, all right? And is navigated through your ancestors and the spirits that walk with you, your intuition, all right?
And you don't have to pay anybody for that.
You do not. You do not. All you got to do is sit with your ancestors, God, and your spirits, and you can strengthen your intuition. You really can. But that's another video for another time. But anyway, I'm just saying that to say we need to put more value into listening to ourselves and going back to the basics as women, instead of looking to outside resources that aren't even legit. We don't even vet them properly. So I think that's why you can have men like, Derrick Jaxn, and I think it's another guy called Mr. Let Go, and Kevin Samuels, who can spew out Steve Harvey, those different type of rhetorics, because again, women value the opinion of men more so than they do other women, especially if that man is attractive. You know what I mean? And men are smart, men are intelligent. They know that it's a lot of broken women, it's a lot of desperate women, it's a lot of lost women who haven't been put up on game. They didn't have a mother to show them how to maneuver. If they did have a mother, she probably was jealous of them and trying to self-sabotage them, versus then taking her daughter up under her wing and saying, this is how you deal with men, this is how you move as a woman in society. And a lot of them didn't have fathers in their lives to protect them and put them up on game and show them. So I get it. It's a lot of us, who didn't get that information coming up. A lot of young women saw their mothers making poor decisions with men. A lot of women didn't have fathers that were consistently in their life and that supported them and that affirmed them. And it's sad because it's so many, women out there like that. And it's become like a landmine. It's a very lucrative market giving advice to women. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these women, they don't have any foundation. They don't really know, where to look for sound advice. They haven't tapped into their intuition, and, or maybe some of them have. They may know it's wrong, but they're attracted to the man, and they want to keep on listening to him. So those are just some of the reasons I think why some women do that. But I mean, we have free choice. You don't have to buy their books. You don't have to watch their channel. Of course, they're telling you what you want to hear. They're pandering to you because they know that women eat this relationship up. This relationship shit, they eat it up. Like, we obsess over my husband, my man. How do I get a man? How do I keep myself sexy for my man? How do I be feminine? How do I avoid being that strong, independent, attitudinal black woman? You know, how do I appease him? We eat that shit up. You know, that's why you have so many people who have these relationship conferences and academies. And women, they flock to it. They throw hundreds of thousands of dollars at these people who facilitate these conferences and these webinars and these academies. And it's very lucrative. Whereas, you know, a lot of times you don't see men flocking to no shit like that. Because they either A, they feel like they already know it. Or B, they feel like, I don't have to fucking change. Like, I'm still going to be able to get a woman just the way I am.
And what has
she's going to cater to me regardless.
And what has changed from 50, 60 years ago to now? It has nothing to do with techniques and what they can teach you. It has everything to do with the individual. Everything doesn't work for everybody. So whatever they teach you in these academies about relationships and dating and courting, it may not work for you. It may work for the next person, but everybody is different. Everybody react to different things in a different way.
Different triggers.
Different traumas. And that's where I go back to your pathology and your DNA. And the only way to tap into that is to go to therapy, go to counseling, and talk to your therapist or counselor. Talk to somebody about your relationships and, you know, as me as a person, how should I court? How should I date? A therapist, a counselor will talk to you about all of that. And a good therapist will tell you, or a good counselor, when you are dating and when you start dating someone, have them go to counseling. Have them go, before you start a relationship with someone, ask them, have you been to counseling? Have you been to therapy? Find out about their DNA and their pathology. It plays a major...
Who their people are. That's what we like to say. Who your people are. Who your mama and them. Who your daddy and them. How'd you grow up? What type of relationship did you have with your mama? What type of relationship did you have with your daddy? What type of relationship did your mama and daddy have? You know, questions like that. How did you grow up? How did you feel about your mom growing up? How you feel about your dad growing up? You know, stuff like that.
Right. So, you know, it's just... And I have a little knowledge about this because I've been to counseling, I've been to therapy. Samantha is a psychology major. She doesn't mention it, but she is a psychology major. So she does have she's very humble with what she does. She's pretty dynamic. And I'm not just saying that because she's my child, but we do have she does have a background in it. So, but I just want everybody to know, you don't have to go to social media and pay somebody for this. And if you are going to pay somebody that has the skill set and the educational background to give you direction. Okay? To give you direction. I mean, by the time you get through paying these people that don't have the educational background.
Half the time, they're not even in healthy relationships. They single like you. He wasn't even in a healthy relationship. He wasn't even happy in his marriage.
But you know, they just preying on hurt people and desperate people, and I just hate to see that. I just hate to see people doing that to other people, you know, especially women. You know, how to get a man. I'm gonna teach you how to get a man. You can't teach nobody. You can't intervene with what God or the universe has for that person.
Because it's like you're giving them a script.
Yes.
And people and because of social media and there's so much information out there, people ain't dumb. People know if your ass is reading off a script. You gonna still have to put your own flair, your own spin to it. And if you just buying something like, okay, this is the meme, how to get a man. Okay, let me read through this. All right, and let me just regurgitate this on day. They gonna be able to tell it's a script. You know what I mean? Because it's just you're acting. You're not really being yourself. You're behaving in a way somebody else is telling you to believe. And people who are intelligent and intuitive, they're going to be able to pick up on that. And they're going to be able to call bullshit.
Yeah.
So you still gonna have to come with your own personality. You know, kind of, you're gonna have to still develop your own charisma. But I just say that to say, be careful. There was another YouTuber, Michaela Pink, who's giving out relationship advice. Come to find out, she scammed a woman. Allegedly, she scammed her out of between $20,000 to $40,000.
Wow.
She was giving out relationship advice, doing seminars and
Yeah.
one-on-one coaching, and she was writing books. Really big. I am Michaela Pink here on YouTube, and she got arrested for fraud. You have to be careful who you watch. You know, her channel was pretty big. She was giving out a lot of advice on how to get a high value man and dating and relationships and how to be feminine and, you know, teaching women that. And so you just really have to be careful who you listening to. I say question everybody. You know, even your preacher, your rabbi, your babaloa, your priest, your priestess, question everybody. That's what I say.
And what did we do before social media, before all these people came on the social media?
Read books and went to counseling?
Exactly. Went to the library and checked out a book and took our tails to counseling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did. Social media has made us so lazy.
It has. And it's easy to finesse people because people don't want to read or do their due diligence. So, I mean, I can't put it all on the influencers or the self-proclaimed relationship experts and self-proclaimed life coaches out there. They're just trying to get to the bag. It's a lucrative market, especially single black women. I'm just going to put it out there. Fuck it, I said it. I'm sorry. It's a very lucrative market pandering to single black women. Because we really push this black love thing. And there's nothing wrong with black love.
It's nothing wrong with it. And I'm all for black love. I love to see.
But you got a lot of black women who are hungry for it.
Healthy black marriages. I live for that. To see healthy black marriages.
Not live for it, girl.
Yes. I have classmates that have been married. They dated in high school. I have like 4 or 5 classmates that have been married since high school, that dated in high school, and they're still married and they love each other. I have a good friend, her and her husband have been married for 20 something years, just good healthy marriages,
Mm-hmm.
So they are out there, good black marriages. They are out there, it's not something that's far-fetched. It's a lot of healthy marriages out there. I had a family member that was married for years, good, healthy marriages. So I've seen them, and I know that they're out there. Good men are out there. They do exist. Good black men do exist.
Absolutely.
I'm not a type of black woman where I down a black man. I've seen good black men in relationships. Men that love their wives, respect their wives, good providers. I've seen that. But on the other side, I've seen bad as well. So, but I don't think that it's right for somebody to prey on somebody that is hopeless. Feel like they're hopeless.
They're never going to find anybody.
Yeah, and never going to find. They're
anxious.
Yeah. And if you never do find somebody, it's okay. It is okay.
That may not be your purpose in this lifetime to be married. Not everybody is meant to get married or even have a companion in this lifetime.
Right.
It may be some other task that God has for you to fulfill, and being in a relationship isn't one of them. That does happen for some people. Where
exactly.
So
just relax. What I would say to ladies, go to counseling. Get to know yourself. Find yourself, and don't be so.
Can we do some yoga now?
Uh-oh. Shut off, Apple, Siri. Okay, go ahead.
And just don't be so desperate for a man where you just lose all your morals and your values. You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Just relax.
But it's easier said than done.
I know, because I know very successful women that have everything. 6-figure jobs.
The looks.
The body. I know them personally. They're good friends of mine. Good women.
Oh, okay, to my name. Okay.
And just, okay, guys, so our battery went dead.
Yes, but what were we talking about, Fifi?
We were just talking about, how I know people, successful black women that want to be in relationships. And they feel like, they're never going to find anybody. And they just need to do some self, work on themselves. But and I just
therapy sessions.
Yeah, some therapy sessions, and I just like I said before, I just hate to see people prey on other people. So
vulnerability.
Yeah. But let us know, if you guys watch any of the, who are they, Samantha?
Any of these relationship gurus or self-proclaimed relationship coaches on social media. If you do, drop down in the comment section, what are some of your favorite relationship coaches? Who do you like to listen to? And just let us know what you think. Do you think it's worth taking advice from these social media relationship experts and dating coaches? Do you think it's a bunch of BS? What are your thoughts on it? And who do you get your relationship advice from if not social media? So let us know down in the comment section. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Sam Nicole. This is Fifi. We're the Sam Nicole and Fifi Show. And until next time, bye.